What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders Awakened and my launch era Let's Play series. Coming up next, we have got the Demon Lord on Alchemical Labs. Now, I did move some things around on my heroes. I did decide I wanted to really give Harpoons a great focus on this particular playthrough. However, Alchemical Labs is not about the poons. It's a sad thing, but it's just not. It's about the traps and auras. So what I am gonna do is I switched up my Squire into full Fortify. So we're at 44 Fort now, just crushing it. The Huntress, I went into Fortify and Power. We're at 34 Fort, 24 Power, 2 range. On the Squire, or pardon me, on the Apprentice, we took the Apprentice up a notch. We pulled everything out of defense, dumped it all into the attack value, and as you see, I'm now broke. As I mentioned, I was going to throw some upgrades into this weapon. I was able to get it high enough to get 5 projectiles on it. This is the best weapon I've found so far, so this is the weapon I'll be using to kill the Demon Lord. And I got it up to 5 times 32, so looking pretty decent. And with that, all of that stat into hero damage, you see we're hitting for 120 per projectile. So that's, 600 damage if all 5 projectiles hit, and then you can multiply that by, about 2.5, a little more than 2.5 times per second. So good stuff there. And then we switched over, actually we didn't switch the monk at all, we just added 2. And now the monk is at 11 fort, 6 power, 27 range, and 6 rate. The monk has definitely got the best gear that I've found so far. Fat loots on Mr. Monkalicious here. So without further ado, let's hop on in and get this Alchemical Labs and the Demon Lord all wrecked up. Here we go. Alright, Alchemical Labs. This map, I think a lot of people, this will be the first map that gives them a challenge, and one of the issues is, there's no doubt in my mind, I'm going to die like 1,600 times against the Demon Lord. Every time he looks at me, I'm going to die. So I definitely have hardcore off, as, you know, I'm not trying to live that life. And I know that death and destruction is going to be a thing, no doubt about it. So just going to start off each wave with an explosive trap and a blockade covering each lane. And this will get me through wave number 1 here, without a doubt. But just enough in mana to get a little something on every single lane here. Anyway, here we go. Let's see how this new and improved Beast Mode Apprentice can do with all this attack stat now and a partially upgraded weapon. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Melting these big fatty ogres. Now, if I remember correctly, these, the little zappy things have like 5,000 health. The amount of health that they have is pretty extreme this early in the game. So I don't think I'm going to be using that mechanic at all, as, you know, we know I'm doing, 120 a shot times 5, about 2.5 times per second. You know, that's a lot of time sunk into damaging those down. In addition to that, if it's 5,000 health, that's 20,000 health overall. And I think the Demon Lord's only going to have about 200,000. So just to kill all of those pylons, it's going to be like 10% or so of the Demon Lord's overall health. So I am just not going to bother with that mechanic. It's one of the things in the game that I think probably could be tweaked a little bit. I mean, on Massacre Mode, these things are like, you just look at them and they die, and on a campaign hard mode, being a low-level character just playing it for the first time, oh, it's a whole different story. Now, granted, I'm on hard mode. The experience is originally designed to be played through on medium, but, I mean, people play through it on insane, so it's not like I'm doing something that's completely unthinkable here. It is a very normal thing for someone to want to play through the game on hard. And let's see, I've got a little bit left, I think. How do we want to do it? I almost feel like we should throw some stuff up here. Man, if my range was a little bit bigger on these Infernos, I could just stack it all up right in front there. Why don't we go... You know what? Why don't we switch over to auras? Let's go with, for now, let's just get a Strength Drain aura on each of these lanes. That'll help me get through the initial experience here until we get the map all built out. Not going to worry about any repairs or anything. Nothing was really low enough to sweat it too much. Remember, too, that, you know, although I'm doing that 120 per projectile and, you know, dishing out the, what, 1500 DPS or whatever, that's 3 seconds of straight spraying at close range on each one of these pylons just to get one of them down. I just think that's a little much, and remember, I completely redid this hero, so it's a straight-up DPS hero, where how many players playing through the game the first time are going to have a specific DPS hero? It doesn't make sense to. You know, you would always have builders and just DPS on one of your builders with an upgraded weapon. So, no love here from the Demon Lord. I was curious. I'm wondering how many times I'm going to die, because I know it's going to be excessive. That's just going to be a thing. Let's see. Strength Drain there. That's going to leave me 25 left overall. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go Strength Drain and Electric Aura here. We've already got the Strength Drain over here. So we can just go Electric Aura right there. And then let's just continue on that thought process. We'll go Electric here and Electric here. That's going to leave me 5 DU left. I mean, what do I want to do with 5 DU? I mean, I could throw something in to help me out with the Demon Lord fight, perhaps. What do I have for 5 DU I would want to use, though? Well, I could just throw a Flame Burst Tower. I think that's about all I would get. Give me a little bit of additional Demon Lord damage anyway, even though that's not going to be much. And it's probably going to get wrecked really, really quick. But let's go ahead and just get it. 2 times 38 on that one. Nothing overly spectacular. Pretty happy with this weapon. I think this weapon will get me through a couple more maps, and to be honest with you, it will take a couple more maps just to get my gold back anyway. So if I did find something that seems like it would be better, I'm not going to have the gold to upgrade it for a few maps anyway. So I will just hang on to this staff for a while and, you know, use it for what it's worth. One of the easiest ways to get a lot of power, though, is on the Apprentice or Monk, upgrading your weapon just enough to get an additional projectile, as the additional projectile is straight up hitting for full damage. So if you've got one projectile's, you know, if you got one projectile hitting for 50 and you add another projectile, well, then you've got 2 projectiles hitting for 50. So good stuff right there. Let's go ahead and get these. We'll get that explosive. And we'll get this explosive upgraded as well. That actually probably would have been a good choice. Just spraying around some explosive traps around the middle of the map. I can always do that. I could always take something out if I don't feel like I need it. In fact, these Strength Drain auras, if I'm using lightning, fire, and physical, you know, obviously the reduced damage on the wall would be nice, but I think I might be able to get rid of those. What, that would be 15 DU freed up. I could throw down 5 Thunder Spikes for that. Holy crapola. You know what, let's not upgrade that Strength Drain. I think we'll do that. That will help out on that Demon Lord fight quite a bit. I'm going to have to just run the entire time. I will be shocked if I have less than 10 deaths. So we'll see how that goes, but that's the number that's in my head. It will be a minimum of 10. Watch it be like 472 deaths. That would be rough, but it's quite possible. Alright, so I'm not going to worry about it until we get through one more wave. I'll use this stuff to kill this next wave, but I'm just not going to upgrade it or repair it at all. Let's see, we got 263 left. Let's go Inferno and Electric. If those if the strength ranges die this wave, it's not going to hurt my feelings at all. Let's see. Oh, crap. Dang it, and I upgraded the strength drain. Trying to go for the Inferno Trap. Big fail. Facepalm, Pikachu, engage. Right, that's a little upgrade. I mean, might as well just equip it, right? If I've got an upgrade staring at me, it seems kind of silly not to use it. Wave 4. At the end of this wave, I'll get rid of the strength drains and get some defense set up in the middle. Now, I know it'll be in the comments. I am aware that lightning towers are a little OP against the Demon Lord, yet I'm not going to use that tactic. So, yes, I am aware. I know that will be commented quite heavily. Burning them up. Even the fatty ogres die. I mean, hopefully I can put damage out like this on the Demon Lord. I mean, that'll be good stuff, right? There's still mobs making it to the wall, but they're all so low health. Like one more explosion and they're done for. Those walls not taking too much damage, really. Get wrecked, Bads. Looks like that strength drain will probably go by the end of the wave. Which is fine. Let's hit the walls up and get the rest of those Infernos up that we haven't been able to yet. Just gonna let those strength drains die. Doing pretty decent though. Just about there, 15 mobs. Strength drain finally went. Oh, that one over there is still alive. I hear you. I'm out. I don't need to see you. I hear you screaming. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of the strength drain. We'll upgrade the electric aura. Only one mob left. I wonder where it's at. It's smacking on my wall over here. Alright, so first things first, let's get full repairs on everything. All of our strength drains are down now. 3 of them went down naturally, and then the 4th one I just sold. So I do need to keep a little leftover. Ooh. Mean Greenie. I'm hoping maybe I see my first blue soon. I'm not sure how far off it's going to be before I see my first blue. Let's see. So we are repaired. Let's go ahead and upgrade this. And let's upgrade this Inferno as well. And then what do we want to do? Thunder Spikes. Thunder Spikes for days. Of course, the Demon Lord is going to be all over the place around here. I can't tank him in one spot, so it kind of defeats the purpose of trying to make him really, really small and then have him stand in one place. I don't think that is going to be worth using either. So let's go ahead and Thunder Spike it out. You see the Thunder Spikes are hitting for, what, 14,000? That's a lot of damage, you know? When you're at this level, 14k is big time, that's for sure. So I will just basically run him around in that area. However, like I said, I am quite ready for massive, massive death counts, as, you know, he's just going to look at me and I'm going to die. I've got 150 health. Oh yeah. Death is imminent. We're getting it here, we're getting it. I'm going to have to look and see if these pylons do have the 5k health. I'm not 100% positive on that, but it seems like to me they do. Which, at that health, like I said, it just makes it... To me, it makes it not make sense to use them, as it's just going to take too long to burn through them. Now, if you're in a group, you know, if you're in a group, of course, you could get through those very, very quickly. $200 bads left. This map, I think most people's complaint with this map is it takes a long time to run. I mean, it's a boss fight, so of course we like the boss fights, but the map just runs slow. Now, I don't mean it takes a long time to run overall, but as you're playing it, it feels like it goes real slow. It feels like the mobs are coming out slow. It feels like there's large gaps. And I think that's one of the main complaints folks would have about this map, for anyone that doesn't like it anyway. Some people love it. See, how many times is the Demon Lord gonna spawn camp me? We are 75 mobs away from finding out. I think I might just upgrade all the walls again. Looks like those traps are getting pretty frail too. The explosive traps are running out of charges. The electric auras and infernos I think will be fine. But my splodies, I'm not sure if they're going to survive the fight. We will find out. 9 mobs left. $20 charges upgraded. That's pretty decent. I think that will probably get me through. Just wreck this guy down here. Come on out, dude. There we go. And 30 seconds to boss fight time. I think I'm going to start out on the furnace. Crap, I'm upgrading the wrong trap, but I don't have enough time to go back now, so I'm just going to go with it. So yeah, I think I'll start out DPSing him up here, and hopefully he'll walk towards me without fireballing me in the face through all of those thunder spikes, which should put a nice little dent in him. In theory, anyway. Mr. Demon Lord with your fancy smancy swords. Oh, and he's stuck on the core there. Yeah, that was a nice chunk of damage right there already. Let's see, yeah, those things have 5,000 health. That's a little much, I think, for just starting off. I mean, it's nothing. Don't get me wrong. It's absolutely nothing. But it feels like it wouldn't be worth to use that mechanic, especially considering the second you stand still, it's pretty much insta-death. Touch the fire, you did. I need those thunder spikes to go off again. What was that? Was that 3 or was that 4? Let's see if my 10 turns out accurate. Come on back through those. Oh, don't fly over them. You're supposed to walk through them, you dummy. I might just incidentally be able to get one stun off on him. Yeah, that's just a lot. It's 5k just is a lot when you're hitting for 100. And like I said, once again, this is a specialized hero. Specialized DPS hero, so... Those Thunder Spikes are doing good, though. I probably could have just went all tanky boy on the Squire, maybe. And sat it out. Will this get him? Come on back through them Thunder Spikes, dude. Yeah. So, Thunder Spikes for the win. Look at me, knocking out achievements. That is Act 1 all done. Now, who do I want to open the chest on? I kind of want to keep DPSing on the Apprentice, I think. So, yeah, let's just open it on the Apprentice. And we will get us a Demonic Heirloom. 2 times 41, 14 upgrades. Not spectacular altogether. But we also got our first accessory, and it's epic? What? I mean, thanks. I haven't even gotten a blue yet. So that is just pure awesomeness. Feels great. Getting me the epics. Now, there we go. That will do it for this episode. So thank you all an absolute ton for watching. Make sure to click that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. And I will be back soon with some more Dungeon Defenders Awakened. Thanks again. I'll see you next time.